अब मुझे देख के क्या आपको लग रहा है कि मुझे पीसीओएस है? क्या सलोनी को देख के लग रहा है कि उसे पीसीओएस है?
Stay tuned till the end of the video because we might get a very special guest.
Cause we're still trying to figure out. As doctors, we have no idea. Scientists, we have no idea. PCOS is the most common endocrine disorder, especially in women who are in the reproductive age bracket.
हाय गाइस एंड वेलकम टू क्रैश पैड्स पॉडकास्ट एपिसोड नंबर 3। आज का टॉपिक है पीसीओएस। अब मुझे देख के क्या आपको लग रहा है कि मुझे पीसीओएस है? क्या सलोनी को देख के लग रहा है कि उसे पीसीओएस है? अब देखो, ये मेरे एक्ने स्कार्स दिख रहे हैं आपको, सारे एक्ने मार्क्स। अब लग रहा है कि मुझे पीसीओएस है या नहीं है। एग्जैक्टली यही चीजों के बारे में आज हम बात करने वाले हैं। पीसीएस क्या होता है, कैसे होता है, किसे होता है, इनफैक्ट किसी को भी हो सकता है, कैसा दिखता है, सब आज पता चलेगा। हाय सलोनी, लेट्स बिगिन।
Hi, Gautami. Yes. Gautami, you very rightly said that PCOS does not discriminate. किसी को भी हो सकता है, and you might even not look like someone who has PCOS because जो stereotypical things है about PCOS is not what a real PCOS journey looks like.
एग्जैक्टली, आई एम श्योर सबको बोला गया है जिनका वेट काफी ज्यादा होता है कि आपको शायद पीसीओएस होगा, और जब उनकी टेस्टिंग की जाती है तो पता चलता है समटाइम्स दे डोंट हैव इट। एंड जो लोग आजकल बहुत ही स्किनी होते हैं उनमें भी पीसीओएस है। सो दैट इज एग्जैक्टली ऑल दैट वी आर गोइंग टू टैकल टुडे।
Also, Gautami, 7th April को Health Day है, so it's very important that we are doing it in this month. And for all the people who are watching, stay tuned till the end of the video because we might get a very special guest who might give you all a lot of insights on this topic. Gautami, before we get technical and go into the biology of PCOS, why don't you tell us कि आपको कैसे पता चला that you got PCOS, or what were your first symptoms that you felt like I should check with a doctor?
आई थिंक मुझे बहुत ही पहले बहुत बेसिक वे में पता चला था। मैं 10th ग्रेड में थी। व्हेन आई वाज इन द 10th ग्रेड मैं बहुत पढ़ती थी, मैं बहुत खेलती थी, मेरा वेट नॉर्मल था, मैं बहुत ही पतली थी, इनफैक्ट एकदम हड्डी वाला एंड नए नए तभी तो 1-2 साल पहले तो पीरियड्स आता है तभी, तो थोड़े इरेगुलर थे। ऐसे रूटीन चेकअप के लिए आई वेंट टू द डॉक्टर और उन्होंने बोला कि पीरियड्स इरेगुलर है, आप एक बार वो सोनोग्राफी करवा लो। एंड सोनोग्राफी में थोड़े से सिस्ट या कुछ तो दिखे। एंड देन शी वाज लाइक यू हैव पीसीओएस, एंड आई डोंट नो, शी वाज नॉट वेरी पोलाइट, थोड़ा डरा सा दिया था मुझे। और मेडिकेशंस, ओ माय गॉड, बहुत सारे पिल्स शुरू किए मुझे। 10th ग्रेड में ही उन्होंने कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव पिल इज ऑल्सो अ मेथड ऑफ मैनेजिंग पीसीओएस. So she started to put me on those 21-day cycle of contraceptives right from 10th grade. So as soon as I got diagnosed, I was on like heavy medication, hormonal contraceptives, the 21-day ones, thyroid medication, that too 100 microgram dosage. So it was like mad. I remember being so scared. मैं जब रात को मुझे रियलाइज हुआ ऐसा ऐसा डॉक्टर ने बोला, आई वाज जस्ट क्राइंग रैंडमली कि यार हो क्या रहा है, हो क्या रहा है, कल तक लाइफ ठीक थी, आज ऐसा क्यों हुआ। आई वॉज वेरी डिस्टर्ब फॉर लाइक क्वाइट अ फ्यू मंथ्स आफ्टर माई डायग्नोसिस. What about you? How did you find out?
Firstly, like I'm sorry you have to go through so much because that sounds a lot. At a young age, mein itna dosage of medicines is gonna fluctuate in hormones a lot, and it's gonna also impact your daily lifestyle a lot, and that's very heavy. Um, my journey was not as similar as yours, but the core levels were same. Where I also felt invalidated by my professional. So basically, क्या होता था मुझे periods. I have been getting periods for more than 9 years now, and for the entire 9 years मुझे periods time पे आया है. हमेशा dot to dot time पे आया है. But this year, like a few months back, I did not get my periods for 2 months. And I freaked out because I was like, why am I not getting periods for 2 months? And कभी ऐसा हुआ ही नहीं है मेरी life में that I didn't get periods for so long. Then I decided to go get it checked. And when I went to the professional, I'm not kidding, just the first 2 minutes of the conversation, he gave me prescription with medicines written on it. And something
Wow.
didn't sit right with me. I felt like if I'm coming to gynec, I would like it for him to ask me a lot more questions. So I asked him, do
Yeah.
you now want to know if I'm sexually active? He's like, you can tell me if you want to. So I said, okay, fine. So I informed him about my sexual activeness, or if I was inactive for that matter. And then he said, still take this medicine and come back. So I told him, don't you think I might have PCOS, or there's a chances of me getting PCOS? And then he said, why are you thinking you'll have PCOS? You don't look like someone who has PCOS. So I said, why do I not look like someone who has PCOS? So he said, you are skinny and you don't have hair growth at all in your body. So I told him, girls shave. Some of us shave. So if you are seeing my hand and telling I don't have hair growth,
Yeah.
it means I have shaved and I've come.
Yeah.
If I'm like, if you think I'm not looking fat, there's also a thing called lean PCOS. So even skinny people can get PCOS. And I know for a fact that someone who never got hair in like hand and like face and everything, I start getting a lot of facial hair. So I told him that I really believe that I might have it if you can like probe into it a little more. So he literally told me out of anger, if you're overthinking so much, go get an ultrasound and come. So I took that offer and I was like, I want to be safe than sorry later. So I went and I got an ultrasound done and whatever the testing that was required. And I came back and the test was correct. Like I did have PCOS. And he looked at me
Oh
and he
my
asked me,
God.
like, how did you know so much about this? So I did tell him that, of course, because I run an NGO which talks about periods, I was well aware of the questions I needed to ask you. But after I came back from the meeting, I felt a little frustrated because I knew it because I run an NGO that talks about these things, but not everybody needs to know these things like in a
Yeah.
detail manner. So it felt like very weird. And also, like a lot of doctors focus a lot on like, oh, you might have difficulty giving birth and like, stuff like that, and that'll freak you out. So that's how like
Yeah.
my journey of PCOS looked like.
It is crazy. It's not almost, you had to beg for your diagnosis and you had to
Yeah.
convince them. And I mean, it came out to be positive. So at least, all that debating with the doctor resulted in getting something. So I'm very glad you stood up
100%.
for yourself. And
Yeah.
seriously, I'm still appalled at the fact that doctors behave like this. अभी भी ऐसा ही होता है. Even though I go now, like I got diagnosed in the 10th grade. तब मैं 13 साल की होगी, 14 साल की होगी. Today I'm 25. I go with this मोटा diagnosis, all the reports and everything. Okay, इतना मोटा फाइल होता है मेरा. फिर भी वो मुझे स्टार्ट से वही क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं, वही पकाते हैं, मुझे बिलीव नहीं करते. एक ही चीज बोलते हैं, max to max, they'll be like, are you active? We want you to start working out 3 times a week and everything will resolve. I said, if that was the case, it would have resolved. It's been more than 10 years. It's
Yeah.
not funny anymore. They just be like, ये एक tablet है, ये ले लो, come back when you want to conceive. After you get married and if you want to have a child, we'll look at solving this problem. Right now, ऊपर से ये गोलियां खा लो, इससे रेगुलरली आपको periods आ जाएंगे. And that's it, we'll see later. But they are
Yeah.
seriously not taking into account जो every day हमारे symptoms और problems हमें face करने पड़ते हैं.
Like you said one line, solving your problem once, like, later you can come back. You know how PCOS is something that you can't actually solve and you have to manage it, like you have to manage the symptoms. And that's something that a lot of professionals focus only on the weight loss of the part of it.
Yeah.
But there are so many symptoms that you have to manage. It's like you navigate, you finish one symptom, 3 others pop up. So it's not something that's like, oh, you finish your weight loss and you have to work on your acne. Now you finish your acne and you work. It's all happening simultaneously. And I feel like it's like, you're solving a Rubik's Cube, but you're blindfolded. And you don't know if you're going towards a solution or if you're actually causing more trouble for yourself, So I think that's a lot.
Completely. And
Yeah.
that's really got to do with the approach that your medical practitioner takes with you. A lot of the times, if I used to complain that I'm getting acne, they'll give me an acne cream. But that's not the reason. Check my hormonal imbalance. There is a particular hormone that is acting up, which is why it's showing up on my face. Can we fix that? नहीं,
Absolutely.
ऊपर से cream लगा लो. I'm feeling stomach pain or I'm gaining weight suddenly, losing it suddenly, it means something else. Again, there is a hormone responsible for hunger and weight loss and fat storage, all of those things. Can we look at that? Can we work on that? Nahi bhai, tumhari galti. So the worst thing that I've had happen to me is one doctor just told me randomly, how much do you eat in a day? And before I could complete a sentence, she's like, I bet you eat a lot. इतना ज्यादा खाती क्यों हो? देखो कैसी फूलती चली जा रही हो. इतना खाती हो तो ये सब होने ही वाला है. I was literally like, bro, तुमने पूछा भी नहीं मुझसे. I haven't
There's
even
a lot of
told
body
you.
shaming that happens with people who are dealing with PCOS, especially the ones who have more weight than the others. They experience a lot of subtle bullying also by their own professionals or the people around them. And everybody focuses on how your weight is the problem behind everything, but they forget PCOS is not just because of your weight.
अगर
yeah.
मुझे इतना सब सुनना पड़ा है for being 2 to 3 kgs little like higher than the BMI, just 2 to 3 kgs, it doesn't really show. And for
Yeah,
that, I had to hear all this. So imagine people who actually more, present more on their body fat, what all they
yeah,
do have to hear, It is
you're right.
absolutely crazy, that they will always pinpoint they will always pinpoint on the outwardly symptoms and try to work on that. It's genuinely
Yeah,
very concerning. And we don't know, yaar, how would we know? I mean, so Saloni works with Paddling Foundation. Even Crash Pad is an initiative with Paddling Foundation where they educate people about periods and puberty and all of those hormones, right? So you
yeah,
had the knowledge, but I'm sure till date a lot of people don't.
yeah. Gautami, like you said, like weight gain hota hai, hair fall hota hai. But if you had to just mention the symptoms that you experience, what would they look like?
For me, funnily enough, in the beginning, I had no symptoms. I'd only missed a couple of periods, probably 1 or 2 periods. I just went to ask. अब ऐसा बहुत possible है कि sometimes you have these random phases and it self corrects also.
Hmm.
But
Got it.
I was put on medications and now I actually have it since so long. Maybe it could have
Got
been
it.
managed at that time. Maybe if
Hmm.
my doctor would have asked me to look at lifestyle changes for 6 to 8 months, 1 year, and see if it resolves on its own, because it was just manifesting. I
Hmm.
always wonder that my life could have been different, because now I get acne. Now I am a little bit overweight. Now I have terrible
Hmm.
digestion issues all the time. And now, mostly
Yeah.
without medication, I don't get regular periods.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, like you said, I feel like the journey of PCOS is so different for everyone. And for the people who are watching this, you also need to know that just because you all don't fit in the criteria that we both are talking about does not mean that your PCOS is not valid. Like for you, you said like, it was different. For me, it was like dealing of periods and hair fall. And I never thought how hair fall could be associated with periods at such a high level. Like I felt like every time I just did this to my hair, I felt like a strand of hair came out every single
Hmm.
time. And there's a difference in how females lose hair, and there's a difference in how male like lose hair. Like we lose hair in a very scattered manner, so it's also difficult to get treatment done for it. So that's something
Hmm.
I felt like, like how society may like hair is given so much importance for women, and it made me very anxious that like okay, like this is the main thing, and I can't like let go of my hair so much. So
Yeah. और
yeah,
इनिशियली ना हमें ही नोटिस होता है, मतलब वी नो हाउ
yeah,
मच लाइक हेयर एंड एवरीथिंग दैट वी हैव. सो समटाइम्स यू ट्राई
yeah,
टू टेल योर डॉक्टर एंड दे लाइक नहीं है तो अरे नहीं है. पहले
yeah.
मैं रोज कोम करती हूँ, मुझे पता है एक्स्ट्रा
Hmm.
ज्यादा आ रहा है, बट इट रियली इज अ प्रोसेस.
Yeah. Gautami, how has PCOS affected you on a like day-to-day basis? Like, like how do you feel about like being diagnosed with PCOS?
Yeah, on a day-to-day basis, like I said, the digestion issues, they are super horrible. मैं तो बहुत I remember the last time I got super like body shamed and fat shamed by my doctor was because my stomach was very bloated. So when your
Yeah.
stomach is bloated, right, it comes thoda ahead. It's full of
Mm-hmm.
gas or whatever, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
pura inflamed. So my stomach was really inflamed, and that day I had gone to my endocrinologist to talk about that. I was saying that
Yeah.
1 साल से ऐसा ऐसा हो रहा है. Every time I eat food, I get super bloated. It's very uncomfortable. Like my clothes are always like uh, pinching me and like pushing on my stomach. This was not the case a year back. Now these things don't fit properly. Very
Yeah.
painful, uncomfortable. She would not
Yeah.
believe me. That's an everyday experience. And then the invalidation, the fat shaming, oh tum bahut khati ho, lot of screaming, just being like, don't eat this, don't eat that, villainizing a whole
Yeah.
category of foods that are not really that bad for you. So I
Hmm.
just came out of that diagnosis like, shit, what
Got
just
it.
happened in there? And it's so shocking when somebody just comes at you, आप कुछ बोल नहीं पाते हो, and उसके बाद you feel infuriated because you have gone in for help. You trust someone
Yeah.
and you tell them about your everyday symptoms. Other than that,
Hmm.
hyperpigmentation also, just whenever you get acne or anything like around my mouth and all that, थोड़ा सा भी कुछ भी हो जाता है, suddenly I get darkness over here, and
Hmm.
acne
Hmm.
scars just don't go away. And of
Yeah.
course, periods not coming on time, वो तो हो.
Yeah.
These
Got it.
are my like basic symptoms. What about you?
I feel like my biggest challenge is like I was someone who was always very productive, but since the time I've been diagnosed with PCOS, I don't know if I'm gonna wake up feeling energized or if I'm gonna wake up feeling drained. So that's something like every day waking up is like a new day for me. I don't know how I'm gonna feel today. Secondly, some days I feel like it's a battle between like some days you'll be motivated to wear your shoes and like just go for a run, but some days you're just resisting the urge to drain yourself in a bowl of ice cream because you just like can't control, to eat what you want to eat. Um, Other than that, of course, I share some of the same symptoms like you, where I also have excess, like it might not be visible to the camera right now, but there is a lot of hair, like facial hair that I get. There's a lot of hair loss that I experience on a daily basis, and even digestion issues is very prominent. Like you can eat the most healthy food and I feel like throwing up. I feel like
Yeah.
it's not suiting my body right now. And majorly, I feel like you don't know if your skin will cooperate with you regularly. Like
Hmm.
you might be looking fine today, and tomorrow you wake up with a lot of acne burst out, and like you're just like, oh, here we go again. So sometimes you just want to tell people that I don't want my chakras to align, just hormones ko align kar do, that's it. So that's
हाँ
I think
यार,
my journey.
बाकी हम खुद देख लेंगे. ऐसा ही होता है जब भी
Yeah.
ऐसे मिरर में देख के सोचो ना, ओ वाह बहुत टाइम से एक्ने नहीं आया, फाइनली माय स्किन इज क्लियर, 2 दिन बाद पिंपल्स आएंगे, लिख के ले लो आएंगे. दैट इज तो फॉर पीपल विदाउट पीसीओएस आल्सो. आई स्वेयर somebody on top is like नहीं, इसको लेसन सिखाते हैं, लेट्स गिव देम एक्ने. तो पीसीओएस इतना कॉम्प्लेक्स है, और ऑब्वियसली यू एंड मी जितना भी नॉलेज हो, खुद का एक्सपीरियंस हो, लेकिन एक मेडिकल प्रोफेशनल जितना हमें कभी नहीं आ सकता. सो आई थिंक इस टॉपिक को अगर हमें जस्टिस देना है तो हमें डायरेक्टली और रिस्पॉन्सिबली एक डॉक्टर को बुला ही लेना चाहिए. सो सलोनी, आज के पॉडकास्ट गेस्ट के बारे में थोड़ा बताओ.
Yes, I'm very excited to have him today with us because he has such a rich bio. So his name is Dr. Pratik Makwana. He's a director of Vasundhara IVF and a consultant embryologist. He has worked with various organizations like SPAG Asia, YTP Foundation, Red Dot Foundation on awareness campaigns related to reproductive health and rights. He was also one of the 5 ambassadors for ESHRE in 2022, which is European Society of Human Reproduction and Embryology. And currently, he's also a member of Special Interest Group on Applied Genetics in the Indian Fertility Society. And I'm so happy to have him as our guest today.
Wow, his achievements and the amount that he studied, his experience, it's truly an honor to have him on the podcast today.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
once he joins,
perfect
we can
time.
thank him.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
I was just going through your bio and I was just saying that it's very impressive what you have done so far. And thank you so much for taking out time and joining today's podcast episode.
Thank you. Very, very sweet of you.
We have given a great bio for you, but it would be really awesome if you could just give a one-liner and then tell us what PCOS is.
Okay, so I'm Dr. Pratik Makwana and I make babies in a lab.
Wow. So you are literally creating life.
Yes. To put it in better words, yeah.
Before you joined, like Gautami and I were just sharing our journey with PCOS, but I think a lot of people do not know what PCOS means. So maybe it'll be nice if we could actually brief them about what PCOS actually means.
So PCOS is essentially a combination of symptoms of various conditions. That's why we call it a syndrome, right? A syndrome is not one particular thing. Multiple sort of things happen to combine to form a syndrome. In PCOS, there are 3 major pillars that we look at. One is high androgen levels. So testosterone is higher, the androgen hormones are also high, testosterone being the major one. Then we have amenorrhea, which is either no period for a long amount of times, for like months, no period, or very irregular period. So we term it as amenorrhea. Due to anovulation. Anovulation is when eggs are not released. So naturally, eggs are released when it's not fertilized. A menstrual cycle happens. the whole cycle happens, and that's the period that we talk about. If the egg is fertilized, period wouldn't come. It will likely lead into a pregnancy, right? So in PCOS, the egg is not released, so the period doesn't come, and that keeps on going for a long time. So chances of pregnancy are also very less. So infertility is one of the causes. Like people with PCOS do suffer from infertility. And the third pillar is, so in third now, a lot of people term it as a lot of different things. One particular thing is insulin resistance, which happens, right? Now that is also pretty common. It's also considered a cause of PCOS. It's also considered a symptom of PCOS. Cause we're still trying to figure out. As doctors, we have no idea. Scientists, we have no idea what causes PCOS, but we are still trying to pinpoint. So this essentially, in very brief terms, is PCOS. And as the name suggests, you will find cyst-like structures in the ovary. You won't find cysts in the ovary. These are just fluid-filled sacs, which happen because the egg hasn't matured enough to get released into the uterus.
Okay. Wow. Every day we learn new things. I have had this diagnosis since 11 years, and nobody told me that the cysts are not really cysts. They are fluid-filled sacs instead. So thank you. Thank you for telling us the correct definition as well. A follow-up question to the definition would be, जिन लोगों को बहुत heavy periods आते हैं, क्या उन्हें भी PCOS हो सकता है? या जिन्हें regular periods आते हैं, क्या उन्हें भी PCOS हो सकता है?
Yeah, definitely. Because एक चीज जो हम भूल जाते हैं PCOS की बात करते हैं, is not everybody has to fulfill all the symptoms. Like, everyone will present with a different symptom, and usually 2 out of the 3 conditions have to be fulfilled to be diagnosed as someone who's suffering from PCOS. So people can have normal periods, but they can still have high androgen levels, right? And they can still have those cyst-like appearances in the ovary when seen on ultrasound, but they can still have normal periods. People can not have high androgen levels, which results in facial hair and hirsutism, as we call it, and darkening of skin around the neck, right? So वो नहीं होगा, but they can have irregular or heavy periods. So irregular periods का मतलब ये, it can be very heavy, it can be completely scanty, it cannot be present, anything which is out of the ordinary. For extended amount. So definitely.
And with facial hair also, I feel like there is a minimal level of facial hair that Indian women in general have. That's not the type of facial hair that we're talking about. That little bit that everyone gets, that's not very noticeable. That is not one that we will say, हाँ तेरे तो बाल है, तुझे PCOS है. No, not that जो आप regularly threading करवाते हो. It's completely different and noticeable, and it's all over your chin and down to your neck also sometimes, isn't it?
Exactly. So usually hair growth in women does not happen as much, especially in the secondary sexual areas like your armpits, your cheeks, under your, with the beard comes, Now, why? Because why that happens in normal women also is because our bodies, both men and women, we have certain amount of testosterone in both. We have certain amount of estrogen in both. It's only in men the estrogen levels are very low. In women, testosterone levels are very low. But in PCOS, those are pretty high, and that's why you get abnormal hair growth.
Yeah. I had a question. When you said that PCOS is like, it will cause some kind of fertility issues, right? But a lot of people panic a lot because doctors portray it in a way that it's impossible to get pregnant when you have PCOS. So is it true that it's impossible to get pregnant when you're diagnosed with PCOS?
Quite the contrary. With PCOS, chances of you getting pregnant naturally are actually pretty high. In 70 to 80% of cases, we prefer that people get pregnant naturally rather than go for IVF.
Oh.
It's quite the opposite in PCOS. Now what happens is, because eggs ban rahe hain, it's just they're not maturing enough to get released. That's why you're getting those sacs in your ovary, which increase the size of the ovary, and that's the appearance that you get on ultrasound. It's called cyst prepotent. Now, all we have to do is we have to ensure that those eggs are released. In almost 70 to 80% cases, you can, just by making minor lifestyle changes, reducing, say, your weight by 5% or 10% of your total body weight. It's not even a drastic increase, So let's say if somebody is 80 kgs coming down to around 72 kgs, that will result in normal periods and, increasing the chances of pregnancy so that you can get pregnant naturally. Just minor changes, controlling your insulin resistance. We have medicines for that these days. So, and uske baad bhi, if people still have problems, then we suggest that you seek fertility, interventions. Usme bhi IVF last resort. First, you'll still go for timed intercourse with some drugs. Then you'll go for IUI, which is like 10 times lesser than the price of IVF. And after that, if all of that has not worked, then you would go for IVF.
Okay.
Gautami, when you were diagnosed with PCOS, I'm pretty sure you felt like you're one of the few people who are diagnosed with PCOS, because I don't think a lot of people were sharing their experiences. And same with me, when I got PCOS, I feel like maybe I'm the only one silently, fighting this struggle and battle. But I wanted to check with you that as a doctor, how many people do you regularly see who have been diagnosed with PCOS? Is it like a rare condition, or do a lot of people are dealing with this?
It's not rare. Now, with PCOS, half of my patient population is almost people suffering from PCOS. And as the data suggests, in my personal experience, almost half the people that I see. As the data goes, I think PCOS is the most common endocrine disorder, especially in women who are in the reproductive age bracket. Rare to bilkul nahi hai. It's in fact the most common one.
The answers that you are giving, ये बहुत helpful है. In fact, बहुत ज़्यादा destigmatize कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि अभी तक हमने, before you joined, जो हमने conversation की, we spoke about all the ways that we were mistreated and gaslighted, and not, the doctors were not believing us. So to have someone who knows what it actually is like and how common it is, first of all, we're very happy to have you once again.